Hey guys, it's Dr. Renee here at Restoration Chiropractic. Happy Monday. I am bringing you this week's tip of the week a little bit early because I have an exciting announcement and I want to get it out as early as I can in the month. And so this week what I want to talk to you about is kids in chiropractic. And this is because I have a very big passion for taking care of kids. And when I've talked to people out in public or even in the office and I mention adjusting kids, I often get asked, why do kids need chiropractic? And so I think it's a great topic to approach today. And chiropractic isn't just about pain. And I think that's where maybe the signals get a little bit confused on why chiropractic is really good for kids. Chiropractic is really about removing the interference that can happen in our spines that put stress on that spinal cord. And that spinal cord is the connection between your brain and the rest of the body. Every single thing in your body functions because your brain sends the messages out down the spinal cord, out through nerves to every single organ, tissue, and cell. And that nervous system actually is the very first thing that develops as a baby in the womb. And so chiropractors, we remove that interference. And the first time that interference can happen is actually in the womb. As that baby's developing, depending on that baby's positioning in the womb, that can cause those bones to shift out of place, the structure to shift out of place, and that can put a lot of tension on that child's nervous system. Another time it can happen is during the birthing process. The birthing process is a very traumatic process, and as that baby's coming out of the canal, whether it be by forceps, whether it be by hands or suction, oftentimes that head is what's used to pull that baby out of the body. And after the baby's born, we think about protecting the head and neck. That's the first thing everybody knows when you hold a baby, is that we have to protect that head and neck. But that is oftentimes what we use to pull that baby out. And that can cause those subluxations or those misalignments in the spine that can put pressure on that baby's nervous system. And so when that isn't corrected, then that baby can develop things like torticollis or acid reflux or colic or digestive issues or low immune system issues. And so I love being able to check little ones. The youngest baby I've checked myself was 2 days old on the way home from the hospital to make sure that that spine's aligned properly so that way the muscles can develop around the proper structured spine. And if it's not corrected and that child starts to grow, then they can develop things like chronic ear infections, or they can have sleep apnea or issues with their immune system still. All sorts of bedwetting or constipation, those are big ones too. One of my favorite cases with a little one was actually a 7-year-old, and she had sleep apnea. She would snore really loud and then she would stop breathing. And it terrified the parents. Terrified them, of course, as it would any parents. And they took her to the primary, and hi Pam. And the primary, of course, said we just need to take her tonsils out. And so she was 2 weeks from scheduled surgery when they brought her to the chiropractor just for a last-ditch effort. And her structure of her spine was not where it should be. And we started working on her right away. And after just a week, she was breathing fine, and they were able to cancel the surgery. And now that little girl has a great immune system. She doesn't have sleep apnea anymore. And it's just a story that I love so much. And I've seen the chiropractic. I've personally helped many with the constipation or with torticollis or acid reflux. I had a mom bring in a newborn who for 2 months screamed every single night, and the parents were at their wits' end. And after her first adjustment, she slept through her first night except for feedings that night. And so it's amazing what can happen when we realign your little one's spines, and then their body can function like it's meant to function. And because I'm so excited about taking care of kids and making sure that they have the grounds to develop properly, and because we believe in whole family wellness, this month we are offering for every paid, whether it be out of pocket or you can use your insurance, adult new patient exam, we are going to offer to give all of your kids a new patient exam for free. So whether you have one kid or you have 12 kids, if they live under your roof and they are under 18 years of age, with your exam, we are going to offer to examine them as well. And that way we can sit down with you and discuss how chiropractic, based on their specific spine, may be of help to them. And just to help them grow properly and develop those muscles around the proper structure of the spine so that they don't have all those issues down the road and the aches and the pains that come later in life. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Send me a personal message if you want. I also have some new flyers in the office that help explain a little bit more about chiropractic and the benefits for kids. And I hope you guys have a great Monday, and thank you for letting me share the tip of the week a little bit earlier this week. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to take advantage of this special as soon as they could in the month. It will be running that the entire month. Share this with your friends and your family. We're located here in Caledonia, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.